Go to Florida and welcome Ron to the Bright Side. What's up, Ron? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, Ben. Can you tell me about multiple sclerosis and what the...
Yes. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Number one, multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease where the body attacks itself. It specifically attacks the nerves and the myelin part of the nerves. Anytime the body is attacking itself, anytime you have an immune system defect where the immune system actually attacks self rather than not self, it attacks the body it's supposed to be defending, the first thing you want to focus on is why is the immune system what is hypersensitizing the immune system? Why is it not behaving? Why is the immune system misbehaving? And you'll find oftentimes, most of the time, something is getting into the body inappropriately that's triggering the immune system. The parts of the body, the organs of the body, the glands of the body, the nerves of the body, if the immune system, these different parts of the body look like food. They're composed of the same thing that a hamburger is composed of, or that soy is composed of, or that bread is composed of. The protein constituency of foods is the exact same as the protein constituency of our organs and our glands and the different parts of our body. So when the immune system learns to react to gluten, for example, or to react to some kind of protein that's in soy or protein that's in eggs or whey or anything else, it learns to attack that protein, and it also learns to attack similar proteins that are in the nerves or in the thyroid or in the various parts of our body. That's called autoimmunity. It's a confusion. The immune system is confused. It thinks that the thyroid is a hamburger, or it thinks that the nerves are soy. It thinks that the various parts of our body are food. And indeed, from a chemical perspective, the proteins in your thyroid are the exact same as the proteins in food. So it's very understandable that a hypersensitized immune system will attack both food and attack parts of the body, which is why the first thing to do with an autoimmune disease, and I don't care what it is look to food and digestion. In fact, with multiple sclerosis, even WebMD, no fan of the bright side, I'm sure, certainly no fan of alternative medicine. WebMD is run by the medical model, run by the mainstream physicians and medical professionals. Even WebMD says fasting can eliminate or reduce the symptoms of multiple sclerosis. Now, what is that about? Why would fasting improve an autoimmune issue? Well, clearly, if you understand the mechanism of autoimmunity, clearly, when you don't have food for the immune system to attack, it's not going to be attacking your nerves either. So I'm not telling you got to fast your entire life. Obviously, you need to eat, but I'm just saying this to show you how powerful the food connection is when it comes to autoimmunity. This is so tragic because of the tens of millions of Americans who are dealing with autoimmune issues of all kinds. And they're getting steroid drugs and immune suppressants, the most horrible medications, methotrexate, prednisone, disastrous, horrible, ugly medicines, and nothing's helping. So what you want to do first is eliminate the problem foods. That means most especially going to be grains and dairy, but it could be anything. Soy, legumes, beans, peanuts, eggs, it could be anything. You don't know what it is. If it's a problem, if it causes a digestive problem, that's a food that needs to be eliminated. Secondly, you want to make sure you're getting your fat-soluble fatty nutrients. That's vitamin A, 20,000 international units a day. Vitamin E, 400 international units a day. Vitamin D is stupendously important for the immune system. The best way to get vitamin D is from the sun. No matter what you hear from your dermatologist, vitamin D from the sun is much more powerful for the body and much more effective in the body than any supplemental vitamin D. If you don't want to get that, or you don't live where you can get a lot of sun, you can use a sun lamp, or you can supplement with 5,000 or so IU of vitamin D3. You can use fish oil and organ meats to get your vitamin D as well. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine is also very helpful. The B vitamins in general are very helpful. I'd be using high doses of vitamin C for all immune problems. The Ultimate Selenium from Youngevity is also important, maybe 400 to 600 micrograms a day. You might want to consider NAC, which we spent a lot of time talking about the last couple of days, and acetylcysteine, maybe 500 to 1,000 milligrams a day. And I'd be using the OsteoMag product, making sure I was getting around 1,000 milligrams of magnesium every day as well. There's tons more, Rod, tons more that you could do. But if you just do what I told you, is it for you or is it for a friend?
For a friend.
If she just does, it's usually women who have MS, by the way. Autoimmune diseases in general affect women way more than men. And by the way, progesterone cream and pregnenolone, those can also help with autoimmune issues, especially MS. Progesterone cream or 100 to 200 milligrams of pregnenolone a day. That's Pregnenolone. That can also be helpful. If you do even 90%, 80% of what I just talked about, you're going to notice, your friend will notice dramatic changes in her multiple sclerosis symptoms. Nobody has to deal with any autoimmune disease that they really want to take the bull by their horns and start to control their lives, their lifestyle, and the kind of foods and nutritional supplements the kind of foods they eat and nutritional supplements they take. Rod, I got to move on, buddy. I hope I helped you out.
One more thing. How about iodine or sulfur?
They're all great, but they're wonderful, but they're not on the A list. They're very important. Don't mean to marginalize the importance of iodine or of what was the other thing you said? Sulfur, of MSM. They're both very, very, very important. NAC will get you some sulfur, but they're not first order of business. Everything I told you is those are the A list, and iodine and MSM, while they're important, they don't make the A list for dealing with MS. Thanks so much, Rod. Appreciate it. God bless, bro. Okay, Pat.